Hey, Shalom, it's your brother Yonathan. All right, first and foremost, I want to give all praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Ruach I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. I want to say Shalom to all the brothers and, of course, the few sisters who are pursuing this truth in sincerity. All right, may the blessing of election be upon your house. Now, with all that's coming down the pipe, it should be sobering up the believers that were half-stepping. If you've been doing any watching, like we're commanded to watch, then you see that, okay, we're at the beginnings of an America, a much more draconian America than any, average person thought it ever could be. Draconian means very severe, harsh laws, harsh decrees, okay? And that's what's getting ready to come down the pipe. And those harsh decrees, okay, are going to be geared or directed towards the people that are not down with the NWO agenda that Esau's trying to establish. It's going to be geared towards the believers in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. There's going to be a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. The scriptures say this. So you seeing how things are playing out, you know that our grace period is getting short. That grace period in which we're supposed to be building ourselves up in the spirit to, be ready and equipped to fight this spiritual fight that we're involved in. That time is getting short. It's about to be game time. And you got to be honest with yourself. Are you ready? And some people are not going to be ready until it's time. The Lord going to put the spirit on them to be ready. But it's not some switch that you flip on and off, man. You got to be in the spirit. You got to be gearing your mind towards willing to let the things of this world go. You're not tethered to this place. You're not tethered to this world. And why is that important? Not to have any great attachments, not to be willing to let anything that you have in this world go. Why is that important? You see, when your enemy knows something that you're not willing to let go, that's just going to be his point of attack. That's going to be his point of attack. That's how you can be manipulated to do things that you're not ought to do. Your desire is to be the kingdom of heaven being established. The thing about your desire being the kingdom of heaven being established is, that anything that you lose here on this side, or seemingly lose, all right, that is going to be restored 100-fold anyway. Yahweh Shah told his disciples that, and that trickles down unto us. All right, let's read that real quick, actually. Matthew 19:27, it says, Then answered Peter and said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all, and if you are a true believer in this thing, the Lord has put you at crossroads plenty of times where you had to forsake gain or positions or notoriety or, things that somebody in this world would prize, right? You had to forsake things for the sake of Yahweh Shai and his will being forwarded, right? So we all been put at those crossroads at some point in time. Things that we desire, things that we feel like, I need this to be happy. We had to forsake it. Hey, look, the things of the spirit, the Lord, my husband's will, because Yahweh Shai, he's likened unto our husband, right? His will is more important than our own. So we all been at those crossroads. So Peter's asking about it, right? Then Peter said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore? What's going to be the reward for everything that we've given up? And Yahweh Shai said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, okay, when we're brought back, all right, and not just any regeneration, talking about the final regeneration, when we're brought back in those new bodies, when we're brought back into sovereignty, and the world is under our possession again. In the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit on the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. And this isn't talking about literally judging the 12 tribes, because everybody that's an Israelite is going to have the laws written within their inward parts. This is basically just stating that they are going to be in a class of their own, in a rulership position, okay, within the nation of Israel, the cream of the crop. All right, verse 29, it says, And everyone that hath forsaken, check this out, is the point. And everyone that have forsaken the houses, right, of brethren, and you ain't even, most, Jake ain't even forsaken no house on this side. You forsaken what, an apartment, townhome? And if you is in the house, you don't own it. It's a really rare circumstance that Jake own a house. And even if you say you own a house, and you own some land, I own a house and land, and a couple chickens. You know, if you don't pay the taxes on that land and the house, Esau still take that shit from you. And again, even in this time, if you're not down with Esau's agenda, he's gonna write out laws and pass legislations and codes to where you still gonna have to get that shit up. You still gonna have to forsake it and be as a pilgrim upon the earth, like the scriptures say we're gonna have to be at some point in time. Shoot, the Lord may have gave some dudes money in a house and particular things, so it could be their coffin. Don't let your possessions possess you. We're not supposed to be tethered to this world. Let's continue on because we've got to get the 100-fold, right? Matthew 19:29, again from the top. And everyone that have forsaken houses or brethren or sisters or father or mother or wife or children, check that out. Those are the closest people to a person. Even those people are not on par or come close to the importance of the mission of the establishment of the kingdom of heaven. This is bigger than all of that. If you can't think that way, if you can't see things that way, you're not fit for a rulership position. All right? Shall receive okay, let's start it again. And everyone that have forsaken houses or brethren or sisters or father or mother or wife or children or lands for my name's sake. And the Lord's name is not just his name alone, but it's a way that comes with that name. It's a reputation. It's a standard that you keep to. For my name's sake shall receive what? Shall receive 100-fold and shall inherit everlasting life. So everything that you seemingly lost, you're going to get it back far greater than you ever could imagine anyway. And it literally means 100 times as much. And for some brothers, it may be 1,000-fold. Eventually it's going to be, it's not a number that you could put on it because we're going to be immortal. You know, and the word is G1542. It says, it's in the Greek, it's hekaton plazion, hekatoplazion. 100-fold, 100 times. 100 times as much. All right? So again, we are not to be tethered to this place. You see that this place is set for demolition. And somebody said, hey, you can stay in this beautiful mansion. People look at America like it's just a beautiful place, right? Somebody comes to you and they say, you can stay in this beautiful mansion until the first. You can stay in this place until the first. All right? But on the first, it's set for demolition. It's going to be destroyed. While you're in this place, or you're in this mansion, this beautiful place, right? Are you going to be picking out furniture for it? Are you going to be painting the walls and doing renovations on a house that's set for demolition? No, man. You're going to be focused on what? Your dwelling place to come. Okay, I'm only here to the first. I got to figure out, you know what I mean? I'm looking for it to, you know, you know what I'm saying? Now, you're going to stay there while you're there, but you know that it's set for demolition. That's America. That's this society as a whole. That's this world as a whole. We are not to be tethered to it. When you go to Revelation, the 12th chapter, and it talks about us overcoming our enemy by the blood of the Lamb. Let's go to it real quick. As I go to Revelation 12, and I'll start at verse 10. The point I wanted is in verse 11. All right? This Revelation 12 and 10, it says, and I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now has come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our God and of his power, and the power of the Mashiach, Salakia. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our God day and night. And a great accusation is getting ready to come against those that fear the Lord. They've been accusing us nonstop. Whenever they talk about what's wrong with society, whenever they talk about what the problem is, they put Jake at the center of it. Whenever they need somebody to blame the problems on, Jake is always at the center of it. Let's get that word, accuser. Categoros. They always try to categorize us. Categoros, G27.25. It says an accuser, a name given to the devil by the rabbis, the accuser of the brethren. So this is just another title that Esau has. Categoros, another title he has. I'm reading this biblical uses down here. Made a good point, but they're going off a little bit. So we're going to keep reading. All right. So we just finished up verse 10. All right, verse 11. And what? It says, and they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb. All right, through the blood of Yahushua, through that sacrifice. We understand the value of that sacrifice. And you got a lot of people with fringes on who don't acknowledge, who don't understand the value of Yahushua's sacrifice in a plethora of ways. All right, but again, that's a lesson for another day. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony, and they loved not their own lives unto death. They weren't tethered to this world. So if you want to be a part of those people who overcome the enemy and receive salvation, which is the whole point, which is the whole goal of this thing, you can't be tethered to this world. We're at the beginnings of it, man. It's finna get ready. It's finna start to roll. It's finna start to roll. Yeah, I'm at the store about to get some ginger and turmeric, man, trying to beat this I don't know, it's just this regular cold or the flu. Getting over it right now. You know. Yeah, man, but things are getting ready to move. And I wouldn't be surprised if by the end of this year, you know, we were in a space where it was iffy if we were going to be on the highways and byways anymore. This ministry does have an expiration date, and once we're off the highways and hedges, judgment's really gonna start to roll. So, hey, man, now is not the time to be half-stepping, not knowing what the fuck going on. We supposed to be watchmen. We supposed to be paying attention to the signs of the times, not knowing what prophecies are playing out. Nigga, you tripping. Tighten up, man. So with that being said, I'm gonna give all praises once more to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakah HaKwadash. I want to give double honors to apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. I want to say shalom to all the brothers and, of course, the few sisters who are pursuing this truth and sincerity. All right, may the blessing of election be upon your house. Shalom.